Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amber and you are watching Kicking Diabetes Ass with Keto. I'm not the diabetic, my husband is. So if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I tell some stories about my husband and his diabetes and everything. And good news is we have been keeping it in check with the ketovore, carnivore diet. We kind of just fluctuate between all three. We've actually been more ketovore than anything. So if you notice, I'm in a new kitchen. We had to move because the owner in the house we were in before decided he wanted to sell. He asked us if we wanted to buy, but we said no because we aren't sure if we're even staying in California. It's all up in the air. We're on the fence about it. Anyway, and it was crazy because as soon as we found out he was selling, we had to start looking for a place, had to start packing. And we moved in just a few days before Thanksgiving, so I had enough time to unpack my kitchen, cook Thanksgiving dinner, and then once that was all done, then I took all my Christmas stuff out and started decorating for Christmas. And then the day after Christmas, everything came down. I finally got to unpack my house, or unpack everything, get my house together. So I'm 98% done. Now we're on a waiting list for a storage unit for the rest of my stuff. So anyway, today we are making buffalo chicken stuffed peppers and Spanish cauliflower rice. My husband actually requested the cauliflower rice, which he's not a big fan of cauliflower, but he likes the cauliflower rice. So anyway, well, let's get started. Okay, so I'm just taking the boneless, skinless chicken breast and I'm gonna trim it up here and put it in a big pot. Now I'm not gonna use this whole tray of chicken breast. Probably gonna use about 3 or 4. So we're just trimming this up, and then what I'm going to do before I put it in the pan is I'm going to cut it into pieces. That way when it's time to shred the chicken, because I use my hand mixer, it'll be easier to shred it all up. And then once I get all this chicken trimmed up, we're going to put it in the pan and then we'll start adding the seasonings. Okay, so we have trimmed up our chicken. It's in the pot here. I used 4 chicken breasts. And we're just gonna take the rest of the scraps here from the trimmed off chicken. And this is what I call the dog food meat bowl. And throughout the week, I will take scraps from the meat we eat, like the steak and everything, and then I cook it up and I put it in dog's food. They love it. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna add our seasonings. So first one is going to be kosher salt because it helps tenderize the chicken. And then if you don't have this, I recommend you get it. It's really good on chicken. I love this stuff. Okay, and then we've got our onion powder. Put in about that much. And then we'll put in about this much garlic powder. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of water, stir this in. I'm actually gonna add some black pepper to this too. And we're gonna get the chicken cooked on the stove. So we will be right back. Okay, so while the chicken is cooking, we are going to go ahead. I went ahead and sliced the peppers in half, and we're just going to go ahead and scrape out the seeds, and we're going to lay them on a cookie sheet here. Let me get you guys closer. Okay, so I've already sliced these in half, and we're just cleaning out the seeds in the middle and laying them here on the cookie sheet. Okay, and we're just going to lay them here, keep doing this until our chicken's done, and then we're ready to stuff the insides of these sweet peppers. So we'll be right back. Okay, so the chicken is almost done cooking. So while we're waiting for the chicken to get done, I buy the fresh cauliflower at my local grocery store, because in the store, the Green Giant is 10 ounces for the same price as this for a whole pound. I bought 2 bags, and all you do is you just lay it down flat like this. You pierce it with a fork, and then you can steam it in the bag in the microwave for up to 4 minutes, depending on your microwave. So we're gonna go ahead and start steaming the cauliflower rice. We'll be right back. So while we're waiting for everything else to finish cooking, we're also going to preheat the oven to 350 because once we stuff the peppers with the chicken mixture, we're gonna put some cheese on top, and then we're gonna put them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so the chicken's done. Got it in a bowl here. I added 4 ounces of cream cheese, 3 tablespoons of butter, and we're just going to shred it here with the mixer. Get everything incorporated. And I softened the cream cheese at room temperature. I had it sit out for about an hour before, well, about an hour when I started this. Okay. All right, we're gonna finish mixing this and we'll be right back. Okay, so we've finished mixing up the chicken, and now we're gonna add our Frank's Red Hot wing sauce. I chose the wing sauce because I like the flavor of it, number 1. Number 2, there's 0 carbohydrates in this sauce. And we're gonna add it a 1/4 cup at a time until we get it to the right consistency that we want. Okay, here we go. Just 1/4 cup. All right, we're gonna stir that in. Okay, now we're gonna add another 1/4 cup, and I think that should probably do it. So all in all, you want about 1/2 cup for every 4 chicken breasts you cook. And if you want it creamier, you can add a whole block of cream cheese, the whole 8-ounce block. But I think this is plenty creamy enough. Okay, now we are going to start stuffing our peppers with it. Let me move some of this out of the way. All right. So we're just going to just place them inside the shells, the peppers here. And we're gonna fill all of these, and then we're gonna top it with some cheese. We will be right back. Okay, we've topped them with cheese, and we're just gonna pop them in the oven at 325 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so while we have the stuffed peppers in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and use the pan, and we've got some chicken juice and seasonings left over. And we're gonna go ahead and cut open our bags of riced cauliflower. Okay, let's go ahead and get this pan turned on. 6, oh. It's freaking beginning of February, and I'm in this kitchen sweating right now. It's 70 degrees outside. So I have a fan on. So it's not a good idea to have a fan on when you have a gas stove. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead. I got 2 cans of diced tomatoes with lime and cilantro, and there is green chilies in here. Okay, got those going in there. We're gonna add the rest of the butter that we didn't put in the chicken and buffalo seasoning. So this is about 5 tablespoons. All right, let's get this in the trash. Okay. Stir it up here. I think I'm going to add a can of jalapenos to this as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my can of chopped jalapenos here. Now I'm not going to add the whole thing because these are really hot. So we've got about, I would say, 2 tablespoons here. And that's about how much we're going to put in. All right, and we're going to bring this to a boil so we can cook some of the moisture out. And we're going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper. All right, and some cracked pepper. All right. Okay, we're going to keep this cooking and let that go and cook some of the moisture out. We'll be right back. Alrighty, so our Spanish rice is done. And so are our stuffed peppers. Okay, it is done. Here we have it. Now we're going to take the first bite. Dip it in a little bit of avocado salsa, some sour cream. So good. Well, here you have it. Creamy chicken buffalo stuffed peppers, cauliflower Spanish rice, easy meal. It's a little time consuming, slicing up the peppers, coring them, and then filling them with the chicken, but it's really not that bad. I have a lot of chicken mixture left over, so 2 chicken breasts probably would have been enough. And anyway, but you can stuff jalapenos with these, you can stuff bigger bell peppers with this, whatever you want to do. But anyway, if you like this video, leave me a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.